Loretta,
Yes.
what are we talking about today? Why are you single by all these years?
It's also timing. The timing is not right.
All right.
Yeah, so when the timing is right, we will not be single.
What do you think is the number one mistake that people do when it comes to choosing a life partner and you would want to advise them on?
I think communication and trust. Because to prevent a misunderstanding, there has to be communication.
Wow.
There has to be the trust, and trust is built through communication.
Exactly.
So when you guys don't communicate, you shouldn't expect the trust to be there. And I personally, I believe in choosing within your friends.
Wow.
You don't just meet the person and
You know,
jump.
that popular saying that marry your best friend is not a myth.
It's not a myth. It's not a myth because I have some in my family and I see them and I'm like, wow.
Wow.
They're able to talk, communicate.
So if I understand you clearly, the marrying your best friend alone should not happen at the time that you are expecting marriage, but it should start even from the relationship stage.
I would say yes and no.
Okay, explain.
Some friends are good at being just friends. Take them out of the friendship box into a relationship and they'll be terrible.
They'll mess up, okay.
So I think with time, if you are to be with someone, that person should be your best friend.
Wow.
You shouldn't have a partner and also have a best friend. No. That person should be someone you can confide in. Someone
any point in
at
time.
any point in time. You shouldn't be, you should be comfortable with the person. Be open with the person. I think that's what being friends, besties is all about.
Okay.
Are you able to confide in each other, take advice from each other? So that's how it should be.
Is marriage overhyped in Ghana?
Currently, yeah.
What are your reasons for saying that it's overhyped?
I think now marriage in Ghana has become a competition. The ceremony itself. Everybody is in for this grand whole thing. But somebody will say, everybody has.
But that's not entirely so.
But that's not entirely so. I think from what I learned is two families coming together, right? So why should it be all this grand
Okay.
after that one day? Because that's the marriage, not the one day. The one day that everybody comes all dressed up, all dolled up, is just for that short period, some hours, right? But afterwards, what are you looking ahead to? Because I think that's after the ceremony, that's when you start facing life. Yeah.
If I understand you clearly, people should rather plan the marriage and not the wedding.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people plan the wedding, but they have zero plans for marriage.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, plan the marriage because it's not a one-day job. It's a lifetime work.
Exactly.
It's a full-time job.
Marriage is assignment.
Yeah.
It's work.
My elder will tell you it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
So you should plan that rather than focusing all your attention on that one day.
Tell me about this. What are some of the little things women of your type should do in order not to get disappointed in marriage? What are some of the little things you think you can share?
An advice from my sister. She told me for a woman to be fully and happily married, you have to be spiritually independent, spiritually matured, financially independent and financially mature.
Wow.
Though there's the physical maturity, there's the physical independence, but like you have to be fully mature psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, all aspects. If you lack in one department, you are not ready for marriage.
Wow.
And I think what she said is deep.
Wow. When it comes to the spiritual maturity side,
The spiritual maturity side. Marriage is not all physical.
life Ankasa is not physical.
Life is not all physical. People get married today and lose their jobs tomorrow.
Meanwhile, before
the marriage, they were
doing well in
okay,
life.
very okay. But after the marriage, they started facing some challenges.
Wow.
So you, the woman, you should be able to stand in for your family. You should be able to pray for your man.
Beautiful. Okay, so does that mean that if you are a believer, you shouldn't try marrying an unbeliever?
No.
If that should relate with what you are saying.
No, I don't believe in that.
A believer should marry a believer.
Yes.
Okay. And an unbeliever should also marry an unbeliever.
I'm not saying an unbeliever should marry an unbeliever, but you check yourself. If you think before the marriage you can help the person, this unbeliever become a believer, then you work on that. Because
a lot of people have the notion that when somebody finds a life partner, there are people have the view that, okay, so I love this person. There's nothing going to stop me from getting married to this person because first of all, I love the person.
Yeah.
All right. If the person has a particular habit that you don't like, you have to change the person before you get married to the person, or when you get married to the person, it is guaranteed the person will change.
You can't. No. After marriage, the person will not.
Doesn't mean it will even get worse.
It might. It might. It might get worse.
Wow.
So it's come back to the communication. But if you can manage it, you stick with it. If you can't, and after talking about it, you still can't, I think you let the person go.
With you in mind, tell me, what are your 3 basic qualities you're looking for in an ideal husband? Just 3.
I think I've not thought of that.
You've never thought of that?
No, I've not thought too deep into it. Okay.
And now that you've not thought about it,
I will go in for someone who can truly communicate.
all right, that's number 1.
Yeah, because when an issue comes, I love for us to sit down, talk about it, find ways for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So communication is 1. Someone who can truly communicate.
All right. 2,
Someone who will love me for me.
just for who you are.
For me, yeah, accept me just as I am and try not to change me. Someone who can tell me when I'm being wrong.
Okay.
Because I have heard I'm very troublesome.
Nice one. That's number 2. And talk to us about the last one. I just want to know the last one.
Let's add God-fearing.
God-fearing.
Yeah.
Okay, we are bringing our conversation to a close in no time, but I can't end the conversation without doing this. She's a nurse by profession. Whenever I step out, there is this misconception in the minds of people, especially guys of today. They are like, oh, for nurses, they are all the same. Is it because of certain attitudes of nurses that's making these guys of today talk so negative about nurses?
I think they are generalizing.
Okay.
Okay. Because
First of all, do you hear some of these things?
yeah,
Wow.
I do. Nurses are disrespectful. Nurses are rude.
I didn't want to even go there.
Oh, I'm a nurse, so I'll tell you.
You hear all these. How do you see the nursing profession in general in Ghana? How do you see it?
In Ghana, nursing as a profession is really good, especially when you have the passion and you love it. But I think in Ghana, should I say we are underutilized? Yeah.
What do you mean by underutilized?
Yeah, underutilized in the sense that some of the measures that are supposed to be put in place to help the nurses work fully, able to express themselves within their profession, they are not getting it.
Okay.
Because we all work in the same field, but there are certain bonuses, certain incentives that nurses are supposed to get, but they are not. Therefore, if the person is working, the person will not wholeheartedly do the work.
So break it down. I mean, we have models in nursing. Break it down. Let me know some of the models in nursing.
Okay. From the staff nurse, there is the senior staff nurse. Then from senior staff nurse, there is the nursing officer. Yeah, it's in that order.
Okay.
So from the nursing officer, we go to the senior nursing officer, then the principal nursing officer, then the deputy chief nursing, then we have the chief nurse.
Okay.
So actually, it's supposed to be in that order.
So how different is being a nurse versus being a midwife? What was the difference?
I think The difference is the midwives are doing everything labor and delivery. That's what they are doing.
Okay.
Labor and delivery. That is, they help the woman from first day of conception till delivery, and after that, that's the end of the midwife's work.
Okay.
But with the nurse, you are a bit of everything, because with nursing you do a bit of everything in medicine. So from psychiatry to labor delivery to everything.
Okay, so starting your education journey, your tertiary education journey, you said you completed KNMTC. So from level 100 to level 300. Run us through, what are the things that they teach you guys in class?
Well, we are being taught the anatomy of the human body. Yeah, that's very essential.
Okay. That's the basic.
Yeah, that's the basic. That's the foundation, because you're going to be dealing with the human body.
Okay.
So you're being taught the anatomy of the human body, professional adjustment, that is how to carry yourself as a nurse, the do's and the don'ts as a nurse. We do a bit of statistics.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of pharmacology. We do medicine. We do surgery.
Okay.
Psychiatry. We do pediatrics. We do obstetrics and gynae. I think that would be all. That's all I can. So a bit of everything.
Okay, within the 3 years of study. So at what point in time do you guys go for what we call clinicals or something?
With my school, we are fortunate to be within Komfo Anokye. So right from level 100, out of the 4 months you spend on campus, there's I think 3 weeks or a month allocated for clinicals.
Okay.
So there will be a break within the semester whereby your class will be allowed to go for clinicals at the ward. Then during vacation too, there's the mandatory clinicals that we all do. But some schools are not fortunate to have that.
Okay.
That is, schools that don't have a hospital setting around them. They'll have to wait till vacation, then they do the mandatory. But with KNMTC, there's the within semester clinical. Yeah, that's so right from the onset, from level 100 you start class.
All right, audience, welcome to University of Life. My name is Lee. As you are watching this unofficial conversation, her name is Loretta, and today I just came to visit her. She's a nurse by profession, but she finds herself doing something different. So paying her a visit today, I just decided to have a conversation to know what's up with her about the nursing journey. She's just run us through the basics of nursing and the models. She's been out of school for the past 3 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
Why are you still home for the past 3 years? Talk to us.
I can't say it's the government's fault, but it's the government's fault.
Talk to me.
Okay, so every year there are batches of nurses coming out. Right? So when I was done, the 2019 batch was in the house, and
you completed in
2020.
2020.
Yeah, we were the COVID nurses.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah, at least we did our clinicals, licensing clinicals during the COVID lockdown. So
okay.
So when I came home, the 2019 batch was in the house, yet awaiting posted.
Wow.
So they got posted, I think last year.
Okay.
And they employ us.
Hold on. The 2019 batch got posted in 2023.
2023. Yeah.
Before they got posted.
Yes. We have the mainstream batch and the referral batch.
Okay. So
the mainstream batch got posted, I think, 2022.
Okay.
Ending of 2022. Then the referral batch got posted last year.
Okay.
So meaning it's our turn now. And we don't know when they are going to post the last. So.
Wow. This is sad. She's been home for the past 3 years, and as it stands now, she doesn't even know when exactly she is going to be posted to work for Mother Ghana. Talk to me about this. I mean, I've always been contemplating about this. It's been a nightmare. In our part of the world, I think most of the people we call nurses are not nurses. The reason is, most of them choose based on economic reasons and parental guides, and not based on the passion and the potential they have in them. in your case, you told me behind the scenes that even if you go back to your mother's womb and get born again, you still come back to be a nurse.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's
why.
I had an experience when I was a kid, so I had to spend some time at the hospital.
Okay.
And afterwards, like at the hospital, seeing how they were moving about and everything, I was curious. I wanted to know how it's like. So growing up, I always told my mom, "This is what I want to be. At least I have to be in the medical field." I even had an admission at university, but I decided not to go.
Wow.
So
It was because you saw something and you wanted to test to see what goes into it.
yeah,
And at what point did it become a passion?
my first time being at the ward,
Tell me about that experience.
it was quite funny and hilarious though.
Wow.
I was sent to the burns unit. So you get there, obviously you see people with burns and stuff.
Okay.
Then there came the day that we had to dress their wounds. And you see that people are in pain. But you have to work on them, because if you don't work, they will get worse.
Wow.
And you have the intention of helping people get healed. And in nursing, you don't have to just get people healed. I mean, help them get healed. You have to also be their comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to talk to them and stuff. So at that point, I realized I have something in me for that. Because most of your patients will be like, "Oh, my nurse radio, yeah, deal, one in the casa."
Wow.
And
Wow.
from there, I've had several encounters. People saying, "Oh, what pioneer crown?"
I love that.
It's how you get yourself involved and stuff. Even if you don't have the passion and you avail yourself, with time it will come.
Did you see any form of misunderstanding between a patient and a nurse?
Several. We are all humans. So obviously there's going to be a misunderstanding while you're
Sure.
there. So, and in school we are being taught how to carry yourself. So when the misunderstanding comes, you have to be professional about it. Yeah. Though the patient might go out of line, the patient's relative might go out of line, but you, the nurse, you are not even allowed to respond. Yeah. But we are all humans too. So you just have to find a way. Then always the nurse has to give in.
I've been preparing you. I've not prepared anything.
It depends on your topic and the angle you take it from.
Welcome, guys. This is University of Life, and I'm talking with a nurse by profession. Her name is Loretta. She's a friend of mine. Anytime we meet, we talk about a lot of stuff. But today, I just wanted to know a little bit about her and what she does actually. She's been home for the past 3 years, even though she's completed nursing. She's awaiting her posting. So tell me about this. Do you hear from your friends?
Yeah.
Those you completed with?
We do.
How's life with them?
Most have taken different paths. And some are working in the private field.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're doing so well?
They are okay. I wouldn't say they are doing so well. I'll say they are okay.
So when you talk to them, what are some of their grievances and their pains? What are some of the things they share with you?
One, there is the anxiety as to when we are getting posted and how things are going to be. Then the rest are ordinary life issues.
Have you gotten the opportunity to speak to some of them who are not working at all?
No. Those close to me, I would say all of them are doing something.
This is University of Life. I don't know where this video might reach, but I just want you to give a short message, a short advice to those your friends who are home and they are not working.
I would say not to give up.
Okay.
Because in life there is a time for everything.
All right.
Just as the Bible said. So you just have to keep pushing, keep the faith, believe a better time will come. That's all.
Okay. And to the government of Ghana, what are you telling them? Our politicians, our leaders.
Well,
Tell them.
we are tired of staying home, honestly. Because you'll be there. Personally, I miss being at the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I miss being at the hospital. So we hope things will get better and they will post us on
Most
time.
definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Because I think now it's about 3 batches in the house. There's the 2021 batch, the 22 batch,
Wow.
and the 23 batch.
That's a whole burden.
So plus the 2020. So
Do you know some of your friends who've been able to travel outside Ghana to pursue nursing?
yeah,
Do you talk to them?
I talked to some.
So what are the things they also share?
Things are different as compared to Ghana.
Things are different.
Yeah, very different.
Wow.
The schedules, the routine and stuff. Yeah.
I just want to
The
know.
frustration is part. And to know that there's a place where you get better opportunities to work,
And get
Why not?
paid.
get paid,
And the system is working.
the system is working.
I think if we really want to talk about issues like this, it's if care is not taken, you might end up stepping on toes. But then these are serious issues. To be home for the past 3 years, being stranded, and if you don't have anything doing, it means that all the years you spent in the nursing school is going waste of what.
Yeah.
So I think something must be done about this. Before we go, I just want to ask this. Now, what do you do?
Well, I'm currently in the construction department.
It's Kanipan or construction.
Yeah.
What's the name of the construction field and where is it located?
The company is called Pengelt Complex Limited. It's located at Patasi, adjacent the Paparazzi Hotel.
Okay, so what actually do you guys do in the construction field?
We procure lands,
Okay.
we build, we do everything. Everything.
Somebody who is a nurse by profession. Now she's a secretary with a construction field. I mean, you can see the difference is so much.
Wide.
So wide. But one thing I like about her is she's so dedicated and she's intelligent, and I wish that the right time will come for her to get posted so that she will be in the hospital, because as you guys heard, she said she missed being in the hospital. And I hope and pray that the right time comes for them to be posted so she can work for Mother Ghana, because there are a lot of mess in our health departments, a lot of mess. But I think this right here is someone who has passion for the job. And so we are almost wrapping up on this. This is not a prepared interview, like I said earlier, and I'll come back to have a better interaction with her for my